When we're all younger, we always talk about what do we want to do when we grow up? What do we want to do when we get older and we have more experience and we're more mature? Well, as a little child, this can be very frustrating. Or if you're also making your way up in the workforce and you just graduated college and you're trying to make a name for yourself, it can be frustrating because you don't have the experience. But today we're going to look at a story where you can do things and that God is setting you up to succeed in a great way. And the story we're going to look at is Esther. Now, again, we're not going to cover the whole story, but the great thing about Esther is that God was preparing her to do something, just like God is preparing us to do something. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to look at these few verses and answer these one or two questions and figure out, hey, what is God preparing you to do right now? All right, so pause the video right now, answer these few questions, and when you're done, press play, and we'll continue from there. Now, the story of Esther is a great story because she was a queen to the king. And even though she was a queen and it seems like she has a lot of power, she really didn't have a lot of power. And so she had to, in order to make a difference, she had to go before the king and ask him to do something. And she had a plan of how this could happen. And someone challenged her, as you read in the passage, is that maybe you were put in this position as queen for just a time as this, to make a difference. Guys, it doesn't matter how old you are, or how young you are, how inexperienced you are, or whatnot. You can make a difference with God by your side. In fact, that's what our bottom line is today. God can use me to make a difference. God can use you, God can use me, God can use anybody to make a difference in other people's lives. We just have to ask Him and seek Him. And that's what the other passages were about seeking God in His wisdom and His discernment. If you want to know where God is encouraging you to make a difference, you have to go ask Him, seek Him, and He'll show you. He promises that He will show us. So my encouragement for you is this: no matter how big you are or how small you are, no matter how young you are or how old you are, God can use you to make a difference. Be open to Him. Ask Him today where He can use you and to be used at that time. Just like Esther spoke up at the right time and made a difference, you can make a difference in other people's lives as well and have a huge impact because God's with you. All right, everyone, so ask God and seek where He wants you to make a difference, because with God, you can have a huge difference. All right, everyone, well, I can't wait to see you next week as we talk about Nehemiah. It's one of my favorite stories, so I'll see you next week.